I agree. And Skip, we talked about it yesterday. I believe it was a combination of both. I clearly believe Ben doesn't feel that he's able to play because of that back injury, but I don't feel that he's mentally where he needs to be able to play. And it's easy, you know, sometimes it's easy for us to sit back and try to, you know, play armchair psychiatrist and diagnose and analyze a player. But clearly there's some things going on with Ben where he cannot, and it's hard to get over that mental break, get over that hurdle with what he went through. The strongest, I don't care how mentally talented he or she is, without this, nothing works. And he's going to, Skip, even when that back is 1,000%, I believe the biggest hurdle he's going to have to clear is in his own head.
Yep.
That's the one. And once he gets past that, I think he'll be okay. I'm glad he wasn't on the bench last night, Skip, because, see, I think what was happening is that the Nets, I don't believe Ben Simmons' camp was saying Ben is possible for game 3. He might be game 4. I believe that was Brooklyn putting that information out. I believe peer pressure. They're trying to ramp up the pressure. But, Skip, you watching him in practice, you see how the man just going, how is he going to get out there? Just in the last 3 or 4 days, you had him doing 4-on-4. And there was nobody banging into him. And you're going to put him in a game, an elimination game with the intensity and guys diving into him and back picking. And you're going to put him out there in that? And he's probably thinking, he's already, Skip, dealing with something in his own mind. The last thing I'm going to do if I'm dealing with something is let you put me in a situation I'm not comfortable in. There's a reason for me, Skip, I'm a guy that really don't like to get out of my comfort zone because I don't like to fail. I don't do, man, try it, Sharp. No. I know what I'm good at. I'm trying to do a better job of getting outside of that, Skip, but I know what I'm good at. I try to stay right there. And Ben Simmons knows what he's good at. And right now, he says, I can't even be good at that, dealing with what I got going on mentally and physically. So, Skip, I thought it was a great thing that he wasn't on the bench. I don't really know what he was on the bench for anyway. He wasn't anywhere close to playing. He should have just been out of sight. Nobody, because, Ben. And now people are talking about...
They took him to Philly just to get his feet wet, to let him experience the crowd.
Bro, they say, we ain't swimming. He ain't trying to learn how to swim for the first time. No, we don't need to dip a toe into the pool. Throw his butt in the water. When he's ready to play, throw his butt out there, let's go. I thought the Nets handled this situation bad. Just leave Ben home. Let him rehab. And when he's like, guys, I think I'm ready to do this, let's do this. But you're trying to put pressure on him. Was it going to move him faster? Speed that process up, Skip. Like I said, I believe it's physically and psychologically that he has something going on. But the psychological hurdle is going to be a way higher hurdle to clear than that physical hurdle.
Okay, I restate my case yesterday, which was there's no way Ben Simmons should play in Game 4.
No.
Not against that team that's doing that to your team.
Right.
Because if Kevin Durant's struggling and Kyrie's right there with him, what's going to happen to Ben Simmons? You can't ask him to save the day.
Right.
Hadn't played a lick all year. You're going to walk onto the court against that team and change life?
And him and Claxton on the court, I'm fouling him. Kevin Durant and Kyrie ain't touching the ball. I'm just fouling both of them, Skip.
Yikes. Okay, so I don't know about the back issue. I don't know about the mental health. All I know is what I read, and there's definitely some mental health issue going on, according to Woj on ESPN. Okay, got it. To me, that's a very serious issue that's no different than a knee issue when it comes to trading a basketball player, because it's very possible, it's very possible he won't play again. Like this is the end of Ben Simmons. Like he just doesn't want to do this anymore. He doesn't want to subject himself to this kind of pressure. I would get all that. I would sign off on all that, except you just got traded by one team to another for James Harden, who's not really working out for Philadelphia, not yet. And in the end, is it possible that Brooklyn just got took here? You know, like seriously,
No.
like he's damaged goods,
I
right?
don't think so, Skip. I think they made this. I think they made this trade for the long term because he still has 3 years on the contract. You remember when Detroit?
Remember, he is only 25 years of age.
Skip, you remember when Detroit made the trade for Rasheed Wallace?
Yep.
That was for instant grad. Okay, we can go for it right now. Let's go for it right now. When Detroit made the trade for Mark Aguirre, we can go for it right now. We'll worry about down the road.
I was in the middle of that one.
Exactly.
Yep.
Now, the James Harden was different. They said, we're going for it right now because James Harden's contract is up after this season.
Yep.
So they said, we're going for it right now.
Agreed.
We'll figure it out later.
Okay.
But with the Ben Simmons, because he has 3 years left, yes, they would have loved to have him this year, but we got him under contract. Let's get to the summer. Let's get that back healed. Let's get him to the proper people that can talk, sports psychologists, whomever he needs to talk to, and slowly start to build him back up. His confidence is shook. They took his shot. Skip, I can be confident. Yeah, but I need, as long as I got my brothers, my teammates to back me.
Mm-hmm.
Skip, when I was talking, I had Ray Lewis, I had Elway, I had Terrell Davis to back me.
You did.
Ben in Philly didn't have anybody to back him. Mm-hmm. The fans had turned on him.
But the Nets seem to have been fully supportive. The locker room has been very supportive.
I believe, Skip, Ben Simmons went to the Nets with the sole purpose of not playing this year, seeing y'all summer next year.
Okay. I hope you're right about that for their sake, because I remain a big supporter of his.
Yes.
I think he's a great player. And I don't throw that word around loosely, but I'm going to say it again. Rookie of the year, 3 straight all-star teams, 2 straight first-team all-defenses. Got issues, late-game free throw line.
Yes.
But they're beatable issues because I've seen him make a bunch of free throws before. I saw him, I keep bringing up that February game, we're going back 2 years ago, at Utah. And he stepped right up and made 12 out of 14 free throws. Well, he's high. I watch his stroke. It's very good.
Yeah.
There's nothing technically wrong with the stroke.
Right.
It's not like Claxton. He needs a lot of work, not just on he needs work on the form. You know, like he's got to figure out how to actually do it, right?
Right.
Not this guy. Ben Simmons has technique that will endure in the NBA. Now he's just got to get right with the demons in the back of his head. He's got to eliminate them and keep them at bay.
Yep, he walks on the court and he's saying, man, I hope they don't foul me. Man, I hope they don't foul me.
Okay, that's in your head.
Yeah, exactly. Where a lot of people Skip, I've been with players that would catch the ball first, second quarter, but late in the ball game.
Don't throw it to me.
Well, I wanted, hey, you open? John would ask me whether I open now. I was open on that one, bro. Come to me. Cover like a blanket. But throw it to me. I'm going to catch it.
Yeah.
Because I want that.
You know that feeling where you just go blind and the ball's 6 feet from you and you can't even look it into your hands because you got the dropsies.
But exactly, Skip. I've seen a situation where Ricky Dudley had a problem with the drops.
Yep.
He was open for a touchdown. Jeff George looked at him, and he had dropped the previous and came off him.
Okay.
But Ben you're right, it's in his head, Skip. He goes into a game, man, I sure hope they don't foul me, man. Man, I hope I don't have to be in the fourth quarter and have to make, That's you got to get out of that, Skip, because the ball will find you. You know the outfielder, Skip, as soon as they bring the outfielder and somebody hit a pop fly, the ball find it. Or the infielder. How the ball finds you? You just got into the game. It just happens like that.
It just happens.
The DB, that quarterback, Skip, what Tom Brady do when he see a new corner come into the game? Okay, I'm going at you. But Skip, he'll be okay. He'll be okay. Just get him to the right people. He'll be okay.
I sure hope so, because he's got huge
thoughts and prayers,
ability.
certainly, with Ben Simmons for his continued health physically and mentally. All right, guys, I have been waiting for this one all morning. It's tonight a must-win for CP3's top-seeded Suns against my New Orleans Pelicans. It unfolds in Phoenix. Stick around. That's next.